This may not be a great idea. Magic Kingdom closes at 10 o'clock. It is almost 8 o'clock now. And I'm going to try to see if I can get there and get a table at the canteen. I just arrived in town. I'm hungry, and I thought if I'm going to eat, I might as well eat at Magic Kingdom. So we'll see what happens. It's a race with the clock. Okay, so here's what I have to do. It's still 8 or 10 minutes just to get to Magic Kingdom. Then I have to park. Then I have to take a monorail or the boat, probably monorail this time of night, the express monorail, to the gate. I got to get through security at the Ticket and Transportation Center. Then, if I can get through Magic Kingdom, I'll get to the canteen. If I can do that in about 35 minutes, I'll be okay. Let's see what happens. It's 7:59. I can see the entrance to parking. That was really weird. There was no one at the parking entrance. They must figure 2 hours before the park closes, let them come in and park for free. Now let's see if I can find a good parking spot. Okay, I'm in Zurg 402. You got to remember that or you'll never find your car. This is a really, really big lot. 8:07, I buzzed through security, heading to the Magic Kingdom monorail. The express monorail to the Magic Kingdom was closed, so it's either take the resort monorail, which you'd have to wait for and has 2 stops, or take the ferry. I don't know, I'm taking the ferry. We'll see if it's a good choice. Well, the ferry is just docking. The resort monorail is just leaving, but that monorail has to make 2 stops. And the ferry goes directly across. Now the ferry still has to disembark, and it's 8:13. Let's see what happens. All right, so people are coming down the gangplank. There's not many people, so hopefully they will get cleared pretty quickly and they'll get us in. It's about 8:14. So we're getting onto the ferry. It's about 8:17. I did see a monorail over there, but I don't think it was the one I would have been on. I believe it was monorail. I believe it was monorail Lime, the green monorail. So I'll keep an eye out for that as we're crossing. I'm going to stand right near the front, so when we dock, I'll be able to get out really, really quickly. I don't know, it's a race against the clock. I did not make the reservation, because if you make a reservation, you have to give a guarantee through a credit card, and if for whatever reason you don't make it, the credit card gets charged. I figure if they have an 8:30 opening this late, or 8:35, they'll still have that 8:35 opening when I get there. So this is more of a fun thing at this point. I don't have to get there, but I really want to. I just saw a monorail pull away from the station, but I don't think that it was the one I would have been on, dropping off already and leaving. There are probably 3 monorails running to the resorts this time of night. So I'm going to be looking over here for that monorail to be leaving the Grand Floridian and heading through that gap right there. Beautiful ferry crossing this time of night. Just over to the right, you can see Space Mountain. There's a Contemporary. And as the other boat passes us, of course, you can see the entrance to Magic Kingdom and the castle. Maybe I was wrong. That looks like monorail gold pulling out of the station. So perhaps the one that I would have been on is still behind them. It's 8:30 and I'm entering the Magic Kingdom. I think if I really needed to, I could buzz straight over and be there in 5 minutes. That shouldn't be very hard from the gate to Adventureland. So here we go. It's about 8:31. We're on Main Street. And I know this is a little bumpy for you. So I'm going to cut through the Emporium and try to get in that direction a little quicker.
For real.
Besides that, it's still probably 85 degrees, and this will be cooler. And here we are, Adventureland. I'm going in the wrong direction, of course, because everybody's coming out to get ready for the fireworks. That wasn't bad. It was probably less than half an hour. I was way over by my hotel, and now I'm just about at the restaurant. I impressed myself. Now the question is, can I get in? Okay, they're saying it'll be about 15 minutes. You know as well as I do, 15 minutes never means 15 minutes. So I can sit and relax, catch my breath. See this? See this sweat running down? That's because I was rushing to get here. Now, I had a reservation. It's about 8:35 on the button right now. I might have been able to walk right in, but you never know. Reservation just means a table's going to be there. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll be there on time. So let's see how long it is. I'm going to start the timer. Okay, now I'm just sweating because it's humid out here. Because I'm not breathing hard. I haven't been moving in 3-4 minutes. And the sweat is just pouring down my cheeks. I don't know if you can see that. It's just so blasted humid. And it's probably still in the mid-80s right now. So I'm getting thirsty. I usually get a soft drink at these places. They have Coke Zero. I like Coke Zero. I'll probably get that because you can continually get refills. If you get something really expensive, like, oh, I don't know, the Punchline Punch for $13.50. You get one glass and you pay $13 for it. All right, I think I've made my decision. I'm going to have this cachapas. Never heard of it. I think that's how it's pronounced. And then the sishu mai. So I'm going to have 2 appetizers rather than 1 entree. So let's look at our surroundings when we're waiting. We've got the fans going, so that's kind of nice. Although we're still not in air conditioning. And we have these sort of little tabletops. And these are the kind of comfy chairs that I'm seated in, with a little table next to it. And there, of course, is the elusive entrance to the restaurant.
So because our table's pretty close by, but let's just go with all around. Oh! Yeah, that's 13.
It's been a long wait. We'll see how much time.
Yes, you're gonna get seated. The guarantee is here now. So, right through the bookcases. Speaking of which, we're on our way there.
Is there the bookcase room?
Yes, it's gonna be right through there. Now, the bookcase was actually opened up by one of us skips who was trying to read the wonderful Jungle Book. But he pulled it out, kind of got stuck there, and boom, here we are in the lovely sea room.
So we don't get to see it open.
We don't get to see it open, sadly, no. It's just kind of stuck in place. I think
It's so dark in here, some of these are hard to see, but we have The Missing Mask by T. Sam. That'd be Trader Sam.
a very wonderful room because it has a gorgeous view of the Great Wall of China, as you can see just right over there. So we also have the wonderful Malabo Marie model that we have. That was one of the original models made for the Jungle Cruise when they opened up in Disneyland. It's one of the most defining pieces of the wonderful Jungle Skipper Canteen that we have here. It's definitely my favorite thing that I have on display here at the wonderful canteen. You guys, the real reason we call them SLs is because of the windows. Like I said before, they're pretty stained. We tried scrubbing it off, it didn't really work out in our favor. Now, completely solid wood. Now back at the table is another lovely little piece of history, as you can see in the setting. It makes this wonderful shape. People think it's just an upside down V, but it's actually a representation of an A for our founder Albert Falls, his granddaughter currently Alberta Falls, and the best skip in the entire restaurant now. You know, just it's all around, all around.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the tour. So across the way, we can see a lot of things on display. That's what I'll be staring at while I'm dining tonight. That booth looks pretty cool over there. It's got butterflies in it. And here are all the butterflies. I don't know if they're real or not. But if those are Disney butterflies, they did a really fantastic job. I think they're real. So I was just told by a server that that helmet is from the Nautilus 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride. Then I asked them if I could put it on, and they wouldn't let me put it on. But I think it's pretty cool that they have a prop here that was actually, you know, left over from a long time ago when they had the attractions. Well, there it is, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, a Nautilus helmet. And there's a monkey with his head stuck in a jar. So here's my food. It looks pretty tasty. We'll have a taste of it and I'll let you know. Really kind of mild, not too much. Tasty. It doesn't taste a lot different than maybe a meatball. A little bit of spice in it. It's good. Looks like it's right out of the ride. So apparently some of the items in this case are from the old Adventurers Club. That was a club that was on Pleasure Island in the old downtown Disney, which is now Disney Springs.
Floundering.
Oh, come on. Throw me a line.
Are you thin-ish?
I guess I could do better.
Can't believe I'm herring this.
I have been fine-tuning my fish puns.
Well played.
Oh, thanks. But we really should get this fish somewhere cool.
So it really is the end of the night. So I'm taking advantage of the fact that nobody's in here to do a little videotaping. I'm sure they want me to get the heck out of here. And the elephant is something special to them. I don't know why. And there's some holiday decor up that way as well. So I thought it was worth visiting. The food was good, the atmosphere was really interesting, lots of stuff to see. You'll never get bored just walking around and looking at things on the wall. Every one of those books has a pun built into it. I took a few pictures of it. It was too dark to videotape very well. Pirates of the Caribbean is pretty much walk on. It said 5 minutes. It's about a 2-minute walk from here. It's 9:46, 9:47, so it might be the only ride I take today. Just a word to the wise. When you see this guy in the ride and he's talking, don't look directly in his eyes because they take your picture and the eyes flash and you'll be seeing that residual flash for the next 2 or 3 minutes through that dark ride. Well, overall, I think it was a pretty successful day. I only had a couple of hours. I got to have a little fun playing beat the clock trying to get here. And I ate for the first time at the Skippers Canteen. And the food was really good. I think getting 2 appetizers instead of an entree was a good choice. Well, look at that behind me. Isn't that pretty? And I got to go on a ride, and I did that all in a 2-hour period from leaving my hotel to getting here and eating. So overall, it was pretty good. Someone just rolled over my foot with a stroller. And now I'm leaving. So come back again tomorrow, start all over again. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Mark with the Average Me channel.